In the Miami-Rutgers game, which follows us, keep an eye on the guy who snaps the ball for the Hurricanes. He's at the eye of that Miami offensive line, Outland candidate K.C. Jones. He really has the whole package for a center: strength, brains, heart, almost everything except strong knees and a ring, a finger that has that national championship trophy on it. Ivan Maisel profiles Miami's ultimate warrior.
Miami senior K.C. Jones is considered one of the best centers in the nation and the best ever in Miami's storied history. His size and ability remind many of Mark Stepnoski, but what drives him is unparalleled intensity.
He snaps out of that huddle, turns around, and you know that whoever's on the other side of the ball is in a lot of trouble.
A lunch pail, a hard hat, your union card, you better be ready to go a double shift if you're going against K.C. Jones.
If they didn't blow a whistle, I don't know if K.C. would ever quit.
One thing has stopped Jones: his left knee. He has undergone 4 surgeries. He tried to play through the pain last year, but when he moved more like this K.C. Jones than this one, he knew he had to surrender.
I was playing horrible, and I think that's the toughest, probably the toughest decision I had to make, was to, I had to be selfish, and I had to take care of myself.
After 10 months of rehab, Jones is full speed, although the coaches allow him to get ready on his own. Sometimes he's Stepnoski. Sometimes he's Desmond Howard.
When I'm healthy, I'm a hell of a player. When I'm not healthy, I'm not a hell of a player. And they want me, they want me to be a terror outside on Thursdays and Saturdays. And they left it up to me to decide, how to prepare. And so far, it's working.
Since 1978, every University of Miami class that has entered has left with at least 1 national championship ring. For K.C. Jones and 19 other seniors this year, there's one last chance.
I think they carry that burden all the time, that they're at the University of Miami and they're expected to win.
Failure is a strong word. Disappointment. Actually, failure is applicable. This is my last chance. This is that'd be 5 disappointing years in a row. And failure. It's a strong word, but yeah, it probably would work in this case.
They have very high standards, obviously, in Miami, but his career will not be a failure no matter what happens this year. Great heart.
Great player also. I talked to Art Keogh, his line coach, who was featured in his film there. He's been Miami 18 years now, and he told me that KC is the best center to play there since the Hall of Famer Jim Otto. Quite a compliment. Also, KC and Leon Searcy with the Jacksonville Jaguars now, he said are the 2 best technicians he's ever seen play offensive line, Miami or any place else. Great compliment.
And I tell you what, K.C. Jones plays a position well. When you play center, you have a lot of things that they ask out of you. You have to be really the leader of that offensive line. You have to be an intelligent player, being able to bark out the line calls and also recognizing defensive fronts. Probably the most important ingredient in being a quality center is the relationship with a quarterback. You look down the line and look at great quarterbacks, you always see a center that was very, very valuable.
And all centers, KC included, will always say they're the thinking men of the offensive line, and a lot smarter than nose tackles, right? Coming up, we'll talk about that Alabama-Vanderbilt game. Last year,